Hey, today I'm gonna do a quick comparison between the Keppi and this fitness adjustable benches here, show you everything you need to know about them both and overall which one I prefer. So first off, let me say that this fitness bench was sent to me in exchange for a review, so that will not change my thoughts and opinions on it, but I just want to put that out there. So the Keppi I've had for about 2 years. This one I've had for about 6 months, and there's more features for this one. For example, it has this pad here that you can use for preacher curls or things of that nature. You can also remove it as well with this knob right here by twisting it, undoing it, and there's different positions as well. You can lower it, raise it, and you can even adjust the actual pad right here, so you can use it for different things. If you want to do like ab exercises with it, you could do that as well. And then it also has this leg extension that you can use and lift up. So you can do different positions with that as well. And you can lock it in place with that pin so that it doesn't move, and use it more as a footrest. And it has a 1 inch for 1 inch plates you can go ahead and put on them. Now, the adjustability for both of these are with this adjustable knob. So you just basically pull on this pin, and then you can adjust it to different positions. So I'm gonna go ahead, drop it down to about this position, and it doesn't have a knob for tightening, but this is the different position for it. Whereas this one, you'll definitely need to tighten it. But this one has about 7 positions for the adjustments with a flat position at the bottom. And I believe it does also have an a decline position. This one has about 8 positions with more incline positions, including a completely upright position, and then it includes 1 decline position as well. The key difference is you need to twist this knob after you adjust it. So you want to go to the left when you're loosening it, and then you pull on it. But you can go ahead and move it down, and then it'll lock in place. And then you go ahead and tighten it. This is very important because one of the times that I was using it, since I've had it for 2 years, I didn't have it locked in. Luckily, I was using very light weights with a cable machine, and I was just doing some cable flies, and it moved down 1 position, so it kind of collapsed on me by 1 position. I was only using like 30 pounds, but it's pretty scary. So highly recommend to make sure you have it locked in, tightened every single time you adjust it. Just double check. I used to use this for heavy weights, but ever since that, I only use it for light weights and those type of things. Another key difference is this one only has the flat position for the seat, whereas this one has 4 different options. So you can have it inclined quite a bit. You can see it's on the 3rd position, so almost the most upright, and having an inclined seat is very convenient for any type of incline movements, because if you have it lifted up quite a bit, you're naturally going to slide down as you're pressing or doing any movements where it's over your head. You're going to naturally slide down, especially if it's flat. But if you have it inclined, it's gonna keep you there in that position. You're not going to have to readjust every single time you're doing reps, and it also just will have more stability with it. Now, overall, they have both been good options, and I think despite this one being sent to me, I think that some of the flaws are just like the different features I mentioned, where it doesn't have a adjustment for the seat. I think that would make it better. This pad is also really small. I feel like I don't have huge arms, but it's supposed to be made for a preacher curl pad, and I can't really fit both of my arms on it comfortably when I have a barbell. It's like it's not wide enough. It needs to be wider for it to really work. So I haven't really enjoyed using that. And also the leg extension, I haven't really used much because I just find it not being the best quality, because you can put your legs over this pad and it just doesn't feel like very high quality and very good movement. So I don't really use that as well. But despite that, like just using it as a normal bench, it's been great. I think I prefer it over the Keppi just because of all the things I talked about. But with all that being said, I think because of those things, I'd prefer this one over the Keppi, but you can't go wrong with either.